Hey, No Code Ops, Phil here, and today I'm joined by Judith and Ayush from the Grid team. Hey, y'all, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Phil. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah,
Hi, Philip.
great.
Thank you for welcoming us.
Oh, so great to meet you both. I'm excited to learn more about Grid, which is a no-code data and operations platform. So, do you both want to just, or one of you want to describe a bit more about how Grid came to be and what it is
Right.
today?
Yes, absolutely. We started 4 years back as a small consulting company. We were all working for big tech startups or tech companies before this. We started as a consulting company for traditional industries, and we were helping them manage their data through Excel sheets, Excel uploads, then helping them create dashboards on top of that. And that's when we realized that the biggest problem was the availability of data with these traditional industries, right? So we're talking about industries like mining, manufacturing, infrastructure, utilities, EPC. So all these different kind of industries that are there. So that's when we started conceptualizing Grid approximately 2.5 years back. So back then it was just me and one of my other co-founders, Shreyansh, and then Ayush joined us as our CTO, as our tech head, tech lead, and we started building the product, right? So today what we've done is we've created a simple and effective no-code platform that allows organizations in these sectors digitize their operations immediately, right? With just drag and drop interfaces. So that's what Grid does. It helps them collect data for all kinds of their processes, and then build more on that data. They can build dashboards, they can build reports, they can build workflows, and other processes. So that's how Grid is positioned.
Amazing. And what would you say are like the top 2 or 3 sectors or industries that are using Grid today?
So we work extensively in the manufacturing, mining, and the infrastructure industries, right? That's our top 3 sectors. So manufacturing companies can be small to large enterprises as well, and same for mining. Infrastructure, we're typically working with larger enterprises. So who are doing smart street lighting installation projects or solar projects and other these sort of EPC projects that are there.
Amazing. So cool. Well, if you all want to take over screen share, I'd love to just go through an aha moment within the platform.
Absolutely.
With like a user experiencing an aha moment.
Absolutely. So let me know once you can see my screen, and then we can start.
Great.
Should be visible anytime now.
Yep, I see it.
Great. So this is what Grid is. So let me just start with the web page. So our link is app.workongrid.com. So that's how you access Grid. Sorry. Yeah. So that's how you access Grid. This is the administrator portal. Every organization gets an administrator and then basic users, and the administrator can add more kinds of users on Grid. So what we've done is we've taken the core components of software development and put it as an interface for users to design their processes, their applications, their data collection apps, and then deploy it on field. So what you're seeing here is a trial account, and we have the 5. So on the left panel, we have 5 core components that we've built. The home is where applications or processes get defined. So we have something called workspaces, which are like folders in Grid, and then worksheet is like a single sheet where data flows into Grid, right?
Yep.
So you can think of it as an Excel file, of workspace as an Excel file, and then worksheets as sheets within those Excel files.
Cool.
So we're going to deep dive into this very soon. The second part is our dashboarding platform. So the collected data can be visualized, can be dashboards can be built on top of these, and you can have all your data on your fingertips. You can monitor the progress
And this is
of your
connected to
production.
the data from those sheets.
Right, that's correct. Yeah. So this is connected to the data from the sheet. And again, this is no code. So you can build more, you can add more charts, you can add more widgets, and you can create filters and just roll out dashboards on the go for your operational data. Then we have the user section. So the user section is where our the users can be added and the users can be managed from here. We work on 2 kinds of users, administrators and basic users. Administrators are people who can build stuff on grid, and basic users are everyone who interacts
And do
with
you have any
grid, right?
field level permissioning or anything like that at this point, or page level permissioning, or not yet?
We do. So the fourth component is a permissioning module, right? Where every application that is built can have, so permissions can be given
Wow.
at team level, and then so team level and user level, and the permissions can be given even at a field level within each application, right? So you can have complete
I
same
love it.
application looking as different applications for different users depending on the permissions that they have.
I love that you guys
And then we
looked
have
at Excel and said, permissioning's a mess. Let's fix that.
sorry.
I love that you looked at Excel and said, permissioning is a mess. Let's fix it.
Right, right, that's correct. And I mean, the whole idea behind grid is to collect clean and validated data, which is
Yep.
very difficult in Excel, right? You have to set up so many things if you want to do that in Excel. And then it's mobile first, right? So 95% of our users are mobile users. So that's how grid
Wow.
is used. Everyone is using it on their mobile phones for
And
collecting
is it
data
a
for
mobile app
all
or
sorts.
is it iOS, Android native?
So it's both. We're available on Android, iOS, and interestingly, we're also listed on Amazon Play Store, right? So smaller companies want to give applications on, like, Amazon Fire tablets. You can just download Grid and you can start using there as
Amazing.
well. And then we have the integrations. So we're working on the integrations extensively now, and building native integrations with common products that are used in the industries. And then, like, of course, we have APIs that are available so that you can transact data from and to Grid with other platforms. So that's how these 5 core components are. Moving to
Amazing.
the moving.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Any questions, Phil, till now? I
One
mean, in
is,
terms of,
y'all got to update those SSL certificates, my friend.
it's already updated actually. Just give me 1 second. I just have a habit of writing app.workongrid.com. But
There
do
we
have it.
go.
Yeah, that's correct. Um, so yeah, moving ahead to the app builder. So let's see how that happens. So I'm going into a very interesting use case, which is geological exploration, right? So mining companies, mineral exploration companies, before a mine starts or before production or mining starts in a site, they have to do a lot of extensive exploration. They have to run extensive exploration programs, right? A huge amount of data is generated in that. So that's what this process helps you digitize. You can have an application, all the exploration data coming, just fill in the apps, and you have your data readily available for your further analysis, visualization,
And
and
how do
finding
you
the minerals,
intake new
right?
data? Is that just through integration, or do you have some kind of like external form facing element?
So you can integrate with, so we have integrations with SQL servers. So while data is coming onto Grid, it automatically gets pushed to SQL servers or any other database that is there as well. All right. And we have readily available APIs. So companies can hit the APIs and pull the data from wherever they want to,
Got it.
on wherever they want to. Yeah.
Got it. But you don't have your own forms quite yet, like where people can just directly input data to a database, or do you?
We do. So I mean, so this is a Grid application right here. So you can
Oh,
enter the
wow.
data and
Hey
it
there.
goes to the database.
There
Grid
you go.
also has a backend database. So I mean, your data is getting stored on Grid, and then you can take that data and then send it anywhere that you want to, right?
Very cool.
So it's a very, very effective data collection platform, and then it lets you do stuff with that data, build workflows,
Can we take a
build apps.
look at
So
that main sheet? That was really interesting. Yeah, wow.
this one,
Look at
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So let me actually show you some data points here, right here.
Wow.
And this is how applications or these worksheets are designed, right? So this is the no-code builder. This is where everything gets designed, defined, and then goes out to users once they have the permissions for it. We support a lot of basic columns, of course, like general that is used: text, images, phone, emails, number, drop down. Each of these have their own functionalities and validations that you can add. So for example, for dropdowns, you can add comma separated values, set default values on entry, make them required, make them single select, multiple select. Similarly, on number, you can choose a number or a decimal. You can go advanced and you can add commas, currency symbols, percentage values. So all of these are built within the columns so that you can define or design the kind of columns that you want to, and they can start entering information on Grid. The advanced columns are essentially so these advanced columns, a lot of them are built even on low code. like, SQL-based, SQL-based low code, where you can create formulas, you can create dynamic formulas and aggregations, and create dynamic content on grid applications as well, right? So I'll give you an
Yep.
example. So let's say if someone is building a very simple inventory management system, and they want to in real time see what is the stock for a particular product, so that can be built using these dynamic formula columns that we have. And then in advanced, we support QR code, action buttons, which is again adding like some more user interface on the applications, child tables, print formats, link to worksheet columns, which allows you to interlink applications with each other, send data from one app to the other app on the basis of certain conditions, and so on and so forth, and then lets you build the applications the way you want to give it to the users.
Wow.
Uh,
Let me ask you this, like,
Mhm.
my biggest question is this, right? Why would someone want to use Grid, right, instead of something like as complex as Salesforce or as straightforward as like Google Sheets or Airtable? Like, why Grid? What's your kind of reasoning there?
So Grid is primarily a heavy data product, right? So we have companies that enters tens and thousands of records every single day on the platform, right? The formula columns and the link to worksheet columns make it extremely flexible for users to enter data on the mobile app very, very fast. So that's how it works. Second, there is no UI designing that you have to do, right? You're just adding columns and rolling it out for the people. Every grid application looks similar, can have completely different functionalities, but looks similar. So user training, user onboarding is very simple there, right? And then the validations, visibility rules, and other features make it very, very easy for you to capture good, clean, and validated data. So that's what it does.
Love it. Cool.
Also,
And
Philip, I'd like to jump in here and tell you that
Yeah, please tell me. Yeah.
the thing about Grid that attracts most of our customers is our mobile application. So all the industries that we told you about, mining, manufacturing, infrastructure, why would they not go with a product like Google Sheets or Airtable? Is because they need a mobile first device, right? Mobile first app. And our mobile app is made for these industries, made for fields and remotest of areas. We also have a very good offline mode on mobile application.
I was just gonna ask, yeah, offline
Yes.
offline syncing is huge. I remember like when I worked at like a rideshare company, we used to onboard drivers in the field. We needed something like this. We ended up using Pronto forms. This is a while back. And the reason we had to use Pronto forms over any other solution was because they had offline sync because the field service was terrible.
Right. And also the best part about the mobile application is everything that you're seeing on the web right now, things being built are available on the mobile instantly. So it is not unlike other platforms where you need to build first, deploy separately on an app, share that app. So we don't
It's all
have
live.
that hassle. It's all live, it's all real time. So any change happening there is synced in the mobile at the same time.
Incredible. We all this was amazing. How can people find out more about Grid?
we've been thriving, to be fair, on referrals at the moment. I mean, it's we've been getting a lot of customers recently through our network of existing customers that we've created. What we're also doing, interestingly, is we are getting we are partnering with industry experts, and then using their years and years of process digitization and expertise in the industry, creating a universe of applications that can be used by these industries, right? So I'll give you an example. Say apparel manufacturing. Now, apparel manufacturing has a very unique process that runs on all manufacturing, on all the factory floors. So we are tying up with experts who then using their expertise. There are applications that are getting created on Grid and will be launched on a Grid universe. So these are all
So
expert
you have your
driven
own like templates and all of that stuff. which
templates
is
that we're
very
creating.
cool.
Yeah.
So
And
if someone wants to sign up, how can they sign up?
so right now we're available. I mean, they can reach out to us on our website, and then we create the sign up the organization for them. Having said that, next quarter we'll have a self sign up available on our website,
cool.
workongrid.com, where users can come sign up for a free trial, for a month of free trial, and they can start using Grid immediately. So that's where
Amazing.
that's where
So
we're
in the
going with
meantime,
this.
just go to workongrid.com,
Yeah.
reach out, through their contact form, or
Right.
email, and then very soon there will be a sign up right through the site.
That's correct.
Y'all, this has been amazing. So cool to learn about other industries and how they're using no code. And yeah, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much, Phil. Any further questions that you have that you want to sort of discuss right now?
You're good. You nailed it.
All right.
SSL was my biggest one. You killed it right on the demo.
Thank you so much. But that's
Thanks,
a
y'all.
good catch. I'm going to make sure that's always there.
All
available
good,
now.
man. All good.
Yeah.
Cheers, y'all. Bye.
All right. Thanks, Phil. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Philip. Bye.